Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Don.
I'm Jamae.
And I'm Jay Trent.
And today we have wonderful news about the CBA. So we'll be talking about that. And, everything is basically finalized with that. We'll talk about our Sweet 16 previews. We'll talk about how some of the round 1 and 2 games went. Um, we'll talk about our agendas for the rest of the tourney. And, of course, whatever else comes to mind. So, where would everyone like to start?
WNBA.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did we talk about did they have it signed last week? What did we talk about last week?
It was like the verbal agreement, but they didn't have
Oh,
like all the details and stuff out.
okay, yeah. Um so the WNBA has officially it's like now been ratified and all of that stuff. So we are for sure 100% having a WNBA season. Let's all clap for that because it was in fact we were scared. I was scared for at least like 2 weeks. For at least 2 weeks. So thank you to the players for holding out. Not thank you to the owners. You should have been opened your purse. We wouldn't have had this. I would have been stressed if you had. Um, but see now, like now I can plan to go to see Mohegan before y'all rip that franchise apart. Anyway, CBA. The biggest news is they got revenue share, which we don't know what the number is, but it's close to 20%. Um, Other things we know for sure every team has to carry 12 players. That's going to get really interesting for a number of reasons. You also will get 2 developmental spots, and the player has to either be have less than 3 years of service, or if they have 4 to 5 service, they have to be on. There's a minutes restriction. We have not gotten clarity of quite on what that means, but that's a thing which could be really fun. If we kind of had a little inside joke in the chat about this, and if it comes true, we will share that with you. Hopefully mine doesn't, but I guess we'll come back around to that. What else? Oh, my favorite part, which is actually a little embarrassing on the WNBA's part, but one of their new requirements is so previously the WNBA was only required to have a strength and conditioning coach and like one assistant. Now they have to have a strength and conditioning coach, at least 2 doctors. I think 2 strength and conditioning coach, 2 doctors, um, a nutritionist, or yeah, a nutritionist or a chef, um, and like 2 other specific coaching jobs. So that's gonna be really good. Chicago, and specifically, I'm looking at you so you can stop letting that lady do 2 jobs. That was insane. Um, Also notable things. The core is going away. So the core is going away once you reach year 6, right? Or year 6 or
Yeah,
7.
I think so.
Which I think most of the older players are happy about. The core sign and trade is also obviously going away. Um, that is also interesting, but I think that will still apply to this year. So free agency will probably be fun anyway, because as we talked about last week, there are 140 or like 120. What do we get to?
Yeah,
100, 120
yeah. It's
free
like
agents.
I know it's at least 100.
Yeah, so a good 70% of the league, like not even jokingly, 70% of the league is a free agent. Um, Other things that they got. Oh, they're for sure flying first class now. They charter flights are is in the CBA. We don't have to fight about that anymore. Um, Also, if you have a child, um, you can bring your kid with you on the team plane, and the team has to provide you a room. So that's nice. No more sharing rooms with each other. No grown women sharing rooms. So that's great. You no longer have to have your toddler in the room with your teammate. So that's beautiful. What other things were on that list?
2 weeks of paid leave for non-birthing parents, and the teams can also allow more than that if they so choose.
You also, if on the same note of that, if you are pregnant, they will have to notify you before they trade you. Shout out to De'Erica Hamby. We know that is the direct result of your situation. But you know what? That's for the better.
We will
That's
be
for the best of
calling it the Hamby rule.
it will be
And that's
in your
if she is fine with that, that's what the name of that clause will be.
Also, licensing rights for jersey sales are now managed by the Players Association instead of the league.
Period.
And teams can provide 7 fully guaranteed contracts, not including rookie deals.
Oh, that's a good, because it went before it was like 5, and it included.
I think it was 6 before.
Okay. But I think it included your rookies. Like I don't think.
And then recognition payments for retired players.
Oh yes, if you played in the WNBA for at least what is it 7 years, you get a little $100,000 check, guys. They're up the one-time payment. Shout out to Alicia Clark because she's. I mean, I'm sure it's a group effort, but she was like, I had to make sure we honor the people who came before us, and I'm like, you're right, you should. And I'm sure the vets, the WNBA vets, would really appreciate that, especially since they can't share in this moment. Also, they got significant increases to end of season bonuses. The ones I remember off the top of my head, WNBA champs went from 22,000 to 60,000. All defensive second team went from getting nothing to $5,000. I think if you won most improved and 6 women, you went from $5,000 to maybe 15. And all stars now, instead of like $1,000, it's like 5 or something like that. So significant increases, something for you to actually look forward to. You know what I'm saying? If you make the playoffs, you will go from $1,000 to about 5. So a little extra incentive for the players, which is always a good thing. And
did we find out if they still have to pay for All-Star Weekend?
They didn't say that, but they don't have to pay for League Pass. They did get free League Pass. They did get free League Pass.
So
save y'all $30.
Oh, that's probably gonna go up too.
Look, WNBA, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Because they always get me because, like, mine, for whatever reason, doesn't end until, like, mid-June. So I'm always like, oh, I still got League Pass. And then randomly I'm like, $40? Like, what did I buy? And I'm like, oh, they got me. See, also a perk of when I was a Fever season ticket holder, they gave me free League Pass. Like, I don't even know if they're doing that anymore. But you know what? This is what I'm talking about. The fan benefits are going down, people. We need to lock in on that. That needs to be corrected. Yeah.
Also, update on the calendar. I know originally they said that the expansion draft would be. It had like a block. It was like April 1st through the 6th. It is now confirmed the expansion draft will be on Friday, April the 3rd, the same day as the women's Final Four. So it's gonna be a day full of content. And And I believe teams have to have their 5 up to 5 protected players submitted to the league by March 29th, which is Sunday. Is that Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
Or yeah. Because Monday is the 30th. Yeah.
Right. So there's that.
Yeah, they're really cutting it close. Because what, free agency also starts
The 7th.
the week after that.
Yeah. And then the draft is the 13th.
Yeah. So also what we don't know, okay, so also the expansion draft rules did come out, and I think the thing that I'm confused about, did they clarify whether the Toronto and Portland can only get one unrestricted free agent? Like, I don't remember reading that.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick because I just.
Because I mean, because if they do it, I know they added some new stuff. Because I remember I was reading it like, okay,
Let's see. So
I hope they release a list of protected players and not protected players. I need somebody to be messy. This
they will not do that. If I can guarantee they will not do that. Okay, so it
I need
says
somebody to leak it.
oh girl, it's
any player. Okay, any player who has completed the playing services called for by her previous contract and has 5 or more years of service as of the end of 2025 must be designated on the roster list as a potential unrestricted free agent. And only one of the players selected by Portland and only one of the players selected by Toronto may be a potential unrestricted free agent.
oh, they are screwed.
Yeah, it's
They're not gonna be able to pick they genuinely not gonna be able to pick anybody. The Aces entire roster is unrestricted free agents. Like, everybody who they probably are gonna protect are unrestricted free agents. I guess that means Aaliyah, now you got to go, sister. Like, rip to the rookies, I suppose. Like, what is happening?
Developmental spots. We're here.
We have to look at this a little bit harder.
Yeah, I'm still a little confused by it. I mean, not confused, but just this is really there are a couple teams that I'm thinking of off the top of my head that this is really gonna hurt. Also, it says such a potential unrestricted free agent may be selected even if they can no longer be designated as a core player.
Oh, so, yeah, so that whole thing that was saving people before, y'all are cooked. Like, Bree Jones now gonna have to be saved. BG. Last year was Dewana. Who else? I think Stewie, Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of these old heads are, in fact, you will be. Some decisions will have to be made.
Y'all might be packing y'all bags. But we will see in a little more than a week.
That's actually crazy because it is a week away.
It said, who are those teams, Jay? New York comes to mind, if I'm being honest. That is the first team I thought of was the Liberty. They said,
who are you? Who is the best player that you're not saving? We're not gonna do this for everybody. I'm being a little messy.
The best player that I'm not saving.
Because also hold on 1 second. The only thing, also the other crazy part about this is that these teams have to provide their full roster list. So like all those like drafting stashes, the people on suspended contracts. So like Benaja Laney, you gonna have to come to the front. I was thinking earlier because Raquel Carrera from the Spain team, New York got that lady rights. She is finna be a Toronto Tempo if they look at how I'm looking, because they got all of them. New York got hella overseas players. Just got their negotiating rights. So it's about like I know they pissed. Like I know Jonathan got to be like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
So part of me is wondering if there's a scenario where, let's say, the Liberty, because they say you can select these potential unrestricted free agents in the draft. There's going to be a team that's going to just leave their big dogs unprotected and be like, if you take her, she not staying.
They can core her though.
But
they still have
what about the, but the thing is, what about the ones that
keep her?
See, but my thing is, what about the ones that can't be cored? Like, what if the Liberty do this thing where they like, okay, we're gonna leave Stewie unprotected. So if y'all take Stewie and be like, we're just going to give her the Supermax, and she can be like, I don't want that. It's like, see, now you just wasted your pick.
See, if I was an expansion team, I'm gonna have to pull niggas cards. Cause don't you cannot put nobody like Stewie on the table for me and it'd be like, well, she not gonna stay. Don't give a fuck. Come on. I gotta see if you maybe because this I feel like the worst thing that can happen is if I believe in my organization even a little bit, at the very least, she might fall in love with the organization for a year, even if she don't want to stay. And then it's like, okay, I got somebody to vouch for as far as like, I may not want to play there right now, but once they get right, like you should go play there because they're very nice. They treated me nicely. But like, don't just put Stewie on the table thinking I'm not about to pick her up. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, but good point. But Stewie and JJ are the only two people on the Liberty who have been cored. So you still have Sabrina, Natasha Cloud, Benaja Laney, Niara, Kennedy Burke, Emma Misha. She might not show up, so I don't know if you gamble on her. She might not be somebody you want to play with. Leomi bitch.
Yeah, I think okay. So for your question, for who's the best Liberty player that I leave unprotected, is probably Natasha Cloud.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Probably.
Hold on. Are you saving Feevage?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, she was. Yeah. I feel like she's gonna be the odd one out anyway, but
yeah, it'll be Stewie, JJ, Sabrina, Leonie, Benaja. Is that?
I would say, look, if you do not protect Benaja, she is
gone. Yeah, she gone. Yeah,
Andy Yellow will say, go ahead and get that. We on that. We on that.
So that would be my 5 for New York.
See, my mind, my heart would be like, absolutely, we have to keep her. But my mind will be saying, I think that girl is not necessarily cooked, but like, I don't know. I might have to let somebody else take a chance on that injury history. And
Oniara or Benaja?
No, on Benaja.
Oh.
And it would suck. Because if she goes somewhere else, Toronto or whatever, or Portland, and shit is like fine, then I'm gonna be sick. But she ain't played in a little minute, and I feel like that would scare me.
I think the thing too with Benaja though is like she's not like a franchise star. Mm. Like she's more of a like this is a piece to push me over to win a championship versus like this is who I want to start my franchise with. So like and with that in mind, you might pass on her, but I wouldn't. I might have to get her just to trade her. Like I know y'all need something and I need something. So we might have to gonna move around a little bit, sister. We might send you back, but we gotta see. good bargaining chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the dream point, there's only 4 players I'm definitely keeping. So to me, that's Rye, that's Leash, that's Tahina, and Nas. I would not be surprised if Bree is unprotected. And yeah, nobody would really surprise me too much. Like maybe they protect a drafting stash, but I wouldn't be surprised otherwise.
I say Nadia is the only other like the person that's not on here, but that's like in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
They still got Sika, Maya Caldwell.
Maya. And like these are players I love, but you can't protect but 5. It's like you got to make tough decisions. So,
oh, child. I don't even want to think about my own franchise. So we're gonna move on from this conversation. I honestly I feel like people have been since they started talking about what these contracts have looked like. I have seen so many people trying to theorize what our money situation is gonna look like, and I'm like, guys, let's just focus on the basketball.
see what happens.
Let's focus on the game.
See what happens when you draft so well.
Just let's focus on the game. We don't need to be doing these scenarios of who's supermax and who not. Just let's focus on the product. Let's focus on the product.
Oh, so there's a new day in the chat said Nadia, she's coming over this year. We'll see. I'd be open with it. I'd be open to that.
Who did she play for?
Us. We drafted her in the first round in what year was that?
Who did she play for overseas?
Oh, she was with was it Spain?
I don't know why I can't remember.
Don't let me lie.
I don't know how to spell her first name. I don't know why I can't remember.
I got it. She plays for Australia.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Whew. Oof.
Okay. We on to the tournament now. Because
let's pull up this bracket.
All right. What have been, well, I guess I'll let Jermaine pull up the bracket and I have my question.
You can keep talking. I feel like the dead side.
What has been your biggest surprise complimentary and your biggest surprise derogatory so far in this tournament?
Do you want to go first? I feel like you came in here with a speech you was ready to give. Because I think was it Sammy? Did Sammy tweet us and was like he needed a little moment to talk about his is he up in here?
It's crazy because I don't have anything in particular that I need to say, at least not right now. I think as we talk, it'll get there. I always have my hand on agenda. So we'll get to that when we get to that. But I feel like as of now, my biggest surprise complimentary. Of course, we have Virginia, but I feel like that's the obvious answer.
Yeah,
so
they pulled off. I mean, that first game was derogatory for me, but it was great basketball. It was great basketball. I was hurt. I was hurt because they got my Demons UGA out of there, but it was a great game.
Yep.
They earned it, all of that. So
we might have to talk separately about Virginia just because they have done something that no one else has done since the first 4 has existed as a format. So I feel like my biggest surprise so far, complimentary, has been Kentucky. I thought that they were going to lose to West Virginia, and
They almost
obviously
did.
they did not.
Yeah.
They almost did.
They almost did.
Listen.
One might argue they should have.
No, if one might argue, they should have. Anyway, go ahead. My bad.
My biggest surprise derogatory was Ole Miss. Although we talked about how this was always a possibility.
Yeah,
so it's not really like the craziest thing.
I was about to ask, are we sure we can call that a surprise? Because if we're being honest, they were not favored. They were not favored going into that game. It was just we all felt like that's the game that Ole Miss is gonna win, though.
They also could have won the game. Now, I'm not gonna get on the soapbox because it's gonna take me back to South Carolina, Iowa. I'm not gonna do that to myself, but I can't even call them derogatory because the officiating was bad. It was bad. Like I know Coach Yo got on the internet and was like, these players don't foul out, and people were trying to be like, oh well, like people do foul out, and it's like y'all talk about Kaylin getting 3 fouls in a game, and then she don't get no more fouls. You trying to convince me that Kaylin didn't foul again for a whole half of a game, or Paige didn't foul again for a whole half of a game? Like,
yeah,
that's not a real like they're getting saved, and it's okay for you to acknowledge that.
And like I usually say that I don't like hearing coaches complain about refs, which is still generally true. However, I do think Coach Yo had a bit of a right to feel away about the way that Cody was officiated. Like I get it.
And I do think it make it worse that this is not Maya Battle's fault at all. But to get in the presser and be like, she essentially was like, yeah, I flopped. And I just wanted to see if the ref was going to call it.
And I respect that.
You were rewarded. Like,
I respect that.
Her fault. You should absolutely, if the ref is going to call it, you do what you got to do. And that was the right move because when Cody was in the game, Minnesota wasn't doing that well. Like, they made their comeback when Cody fouled out. So it's like, yeah, Ole Miss, we have some gripes, but like you should have held on. Like you really should have held on to your lead. We should have did something a little bit better. And Minnesota took advantage, and that's what you're supposed to do. Like that's and I only have to, and I do have to give her credit because she did hit the game winning shot. It was very tough. And I also don't know if them going to overtime would have favored them. So. I think it ended the way it needed to.
I did also like that Cody, man. Like, I mean, she's a college kid playing on the internet, whatever. But I did also like that she was like, do not attack Maya Battle over this because she did exactly what she was supposed to do. Like, this has nothing to do with anything that she did. Because she could have just let niggas be like, say whatever to her. Because I didn't like that people were like attacking Amaya over that because it's just like
you get coached up. You get coached up. They tell you to sell the contact. Like she did what she had been taught to do.
What was that football player? I think it was football. Where they were like, was that it was some playoff game, and they were like, was that a pass interference? And he was like, the ref ain't calling. I don't know, but like you could tell, like that nigga knew, and it's just like. I don't control what the refs call. I just got to play through whatever they call and deal with the consequences. And they called it my way. I ain't beg them. I ain't ask them to call it my way. I didn't bribe them. They just called it my way. I'm sorry. That's just how the game go. Virginia Tech disappointed me because they just could not hit an open shot at the beginning of the game, and then I was turned off for the rest of it because it's just like they got down so much, and it's just like, okay, this got nasty. USC,
they play Oregon?
Yes, they play Oregon.
Oh yeah. You got multiple, bro?
You know, USC, I was proud of them. They, because they had me one last time, and then of course South Carolina did what they had to do. That's what the prophecy foretold. It is what it is. And then Tennessee, you heard us all.
Girl, don't. Girl.
Tennessee had a year.
That's derogatory in itself. Like all that is derogatory.
They had a season. They had a season. One of these seasons.
Suspect got a lot going on.
Still. My surprised me derogatory was Villanova. Like I understand Villanova was the 10 seed. But girl, y'all couldn't figure that out. And I like Texas Tech. I mean, I am proud of them for holding on, figuring it out. But Villanova, girl, like this is why I will never again believe in the Big East. I was trying to give y'all 10s and y'all pissed me off immediately. So that's my derogatory. My positive, obviously outside of UVA, is
Wait, before you think about that, speaking of Villanova, I did think it was funny during the game where they put up the graphic that like Villanova was the only team to lead UConn at halftime this whole season.
They were. And that's partially why I believe them. I was like, y'all, I watched that game. And I said, I see the vision with Villanova. They can defend. They can knock down some shots. And then you disappoint me. Never again. My positive? Wow. Do I have one? Actually do.
If you also want to do an individual player, I feel like that's also fine.
No, I'm gonna do Duke Baylor because Duke plays so serious, guys, from the get-go. Duke walked into that game and said, "We are winning today," and everybody clocked in immediately. And I don't know the last time my girls really did that. You know what I'm saying? Like I already knew that they were gonna beat Baylor. Like really, they had no choice, or I was gonna fire Kara myself. But I knew it was gonna happen. But just the way that they was like really locked in from the beginning, I was like, wow, like way to go out on top. You know what I'm saying? The narratives about y'all ain't got no offense and woo, like 80 points, Duke. Like we did it, guys. We did it.
Everybody want to be Duke until it's time to be Duke. Green Duke, you could never be Blue Duke.
I don't think the pod knows that bit. I think
Well, pod, for the first time you are hearing our inside joke is that we've been calling Baylor Green Duke all year. And we were very excited for this matchup.
The difference is real Duke got serious when conference play kicked off.
And Green Duke did not. Like they were serious, and then they said never mind. So I rip to Green Duke.
So the team that I would say disappointed me, it's not really a disappointment because this was me being silly. So Fairfield. So last week, I called my shot from the parking lot, and I said that Fairfield was going to upset Notre Dame because they like to get threes up. You know, you gotta. Sometimes you don't pick with your head. Sometimes you pick with your heart. And that was what I did. I was like, there's like no way Fairfield is going to beat Notre Dame. But I picked them because I felt like it. And they got beat by 20. And they earned that. And Notre Dame played a great game. So I can't even say I was disappointed in Fairfield because the game went how I expected it to go. It was just, I thought there would be more of a game than that. That's all.
You tried to hurt me, and then Notre Dame hurt you back. do what Don say? Uncommon favor. You tried to hurt me.
Hey, yo.
And that uncommon favor said, I got you.
It's actually funny because Don said Notre Dame is either going to win close or they're going to beat their head in. And they went immediately to beat their head in. Like, they didn't give a chance to think about it being close. Oh, my God. That's actually so funny.
So yeah, I can't really call that a disappointment because I wasn't actually disappointed. It was just, make me like I know I said something off the wall. I just wanted y'all to have my back a little bit. Y'all didn't. It's fine. I still love y'all. It's okay. Also Ohio State. So I do not hate Notre Dame. I want to make that clear because I've just realized that my two disappointments are both of the teams that lost to Notre Dame, and I do not hate Notre Dame. I want to make that clear. But this is just a coincidence, I promise. But Ohio State, y'all actually let me down. Like I was actually let down.
No, you should be. I was let down, in fact. I actually thought that Notre Dame was kind of doing a bit. You know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, they're playing really good, but they cannot sustain this. And then Ohio State was like, you want to bet? And I'm like, girl, like the way Hannah was stealing the ball was also very like, they let that lady get 8. I ain't gonna say she got 8 steals in a game.
I want to say let. Like I love Hannah down. But dear Lord, did she catch so many steals off of niggas just not paying attention? Like it was so if she was just picking niggas' pockets, okay, that's just what's going on. But it was so many weak side help steals or somebody throwing a lazy pass. Like one of them passes where somebody throwing a bounce pass right next to somebody and Hannah just like came around their left side and stole it. And I was just like, yeah. Niggas done gave up.
Yeah. It was just a sloppy Ohio State game. Especially I want to say more so on offense than defense, but I don't even know because there was just I don't know. They just kind of looked out of sorts.
Jelani Cambridge, we are not talking about you, by the way.
No, I am.
I am absolutely talking about. I am talking about Jelani. No, I am.
I'm letting her get away with that.
First of all, she only got 40 because Notre Dame started being silly in the last minute. We're not letting her have it. We're not letting her have it.
I'm closing my eyes. I'm sorry.
Especially after everybody was doing the Lauren Betts shouldn't have been player of the year. Girl, this was your moment. You got a second moment to get it back in blood, and you let Hannah Hidalgo, who was 7-6 on the road, take your chain?
Yeah, no, I am. I was disappointed. And it's not like, I mean, she played okay. Like if you look at the box score, you'll think, oh, okay, she was hooping, but it was not the best performance from Jelani that I've seen this year. That's the best way I'll put that. Kennedy Cambridge fouled out. She had the tough assignment of all tough assignments. I'm not like it is what it is. It was just the as a team, it was just not enough all around.
And Notre Dame did just enough. I do actually need to give them their 10s for that because, like, really that last little minute, I was like, no, really, they're gonna let them come back. It's only a minute left. They actually can't fold quick. Like, It's not enough time for them to fold, but I was scared. I was like, they gonna lose this. Hannah fouled out, and now y'all gonna let, especially since Jelani hit like back-to-back threes. I was like, are y'all being for real right now? Is everybody being for real? Are we? This is what we doing? So no, that's also I can't get that lady her tens for that 40.
I will say, I am looking at the numbers. Although I will be turning a blind eye to this one, is convenient for me because I can say that Hannah beat a nigga that scored 40. But so Jelani scored at 9:08 in the fourth, and the game was within 5, and then she didn't score again until 3:33 in the fourth. She missed a free throw and then made a free throw, and that brought the game to within 10. Not to say the game is out of reach at that point, but it's kind of like, damn, these niggas needed you a lot earlier. And then she from 3:33 with them being down by 10 to the rest of the game, she scored 14 points. So it's like it's like a little more ethical than StatPad because she is still trying to win, but it's also like this is kind of StatPad. This dude looked real good because you was only supposed to have like 28.
If her team was defending, then maybe they would have got off better. And it's so funny because if you look at that box score, that Notre Dame box score is actually kind of nasty. Like, it's cool because her teammates all scored at least like 10 points or whatever. But it's like when you look at them shooting splits, it's still a little nasty. But I mean, I could turn my blind eye to Notre Dame because y'all won. Who cares what y'all did?
Yeah.
When you win, you was emptying the clip. When you lose, you shot like shit.
That's just the way it is.
A team that disappointed me that I really wasn't even believing in at first, but then when I watched them, they made me excited and then disappointed me. Washington. Why would y'all go into overtime? Why would y'all lose that game? Like I did not pick Washington to beat TCU in any of my brackets. But do you know I was pissed? I was pissed when it wasn't even Olivia Mounds. Whoever it was scored before Olivia Mounds. I think it was Clara Silva. It might have been Clara Silva. They made a layup to get within 2, and I was like, Washington, you finna fold. And there's no reason for y'all to fold like this. And the whole team, like, I was like, how did they even lose, bro? Like, I feel like it was like in 1 minute Washington was up, and I feel like they was beating TCU head in, and then in that last like 2 minutes, TCU was like, actually, we can't really lose, guys. We do need to lock in. And I'm just like, Xavier, you couldn't get us one more bucket. Avery, you couldn't get us one more bucket. I mean, Miss Mama's the freshman Britton, I can't think what her last name is. You couldn't get us one more bucket. Like, nobody could get us one more. Y'all needed one bucket. One bucket. And y'all was like, nah, we ain't got it. Like, what's T? And then to go into overtime and then still act like you wanted to win. You should just let them beat you in the head. Like, why would y'all do that to me? Why would y'all do that to me? Damn near midnight, and I'm watching y'all play basketball. Like, come on.
I respect that you preferred chaos over your bracket. I think that's very noble.
They were so close. The crazy part is they looked good. I was like, oh, kind of moved by Washington a little bit. I didn't believe in them previously, but I'm like, this is like not meaningful, but like the way they were playing early, I was like, this is like, you deserve to win. You deserve to win this game because TCU is playing terribly. And I think that's the other thing that pissed me off about it, is that even when they started to make a comeback, it's not even, I don't even feel like they was playing that great. And also I am starting a conspiracy because Martha Suarez had 4 fouls at the start of the fourth quarter and she stayed in that game. How that work? Somebody do the math for me.
Y'all go at. I'm gonna be honest. If you game planning and you see that they got somebody with 4 fouls, we putting her in action every time. Every time. Like if she either gonna foul you or she gonna let you score. Like you have to. I feel like you have to make her make that decision.
Bruh. I hated it. I said, and that's the thing too. It was like she just magically, every time they know they did win at her, they was like, the commentators were being very specific about like, oh, she didn't foul them, and I'm like, this is suspicious. It's no way you telling me she played 15 minutes of basketball and didn't foul no more. Low key though, the refs did just stop calling fouls at some point. They was just kind of like, if it's not egregious, I ain't see it. Which is like, you know what? Cool, I suppose. Right? Like let it play out. But also like, I don't know. I think you need to stop blowing the whistle again. Cause what's going on?
Yeah, I'm usually in favor of let them play, but I'm more a fan of call the game the same way the whole time. So, and that's where like the inconsistencies kind of come
in. Which that's what I was thinking too. Is like, I feel like I would prefer that. Like if you was gonna call it one way, just call it that way the whole game. But like to be super loose in the first half and then the second half you being super stringent, is like, girl, I don't know which way to play now. Because you telling me if I touch her on the arm, it's a foul. But if I body check her, it's not. Like, which one is like, we need to draw a line here. We need to draw a line. I don't know. A secondary team that I was proud of, Illinois versus Colorado. I feel like I was really watching a lot of late games. Like, why was I up? Anyway, Illinois, Colorado was really fun. And I am begging the Illinois core to stay together. I'm like begging y'all. Like I might donate to the NIL. I don't have that much money, but I can put 5 on it. If y'all just stay together.
If they stay together, are you finding another partner?
I think oh, absolutely. Iowa State is already cooked. Like it's over. Like the Iowa State is over. We're done. Especially if Audie Crooks getting it. The whole team is already gone. Audie Crooks, I would actually be shocked to my core if Audie does not get into the portal. And once Audie gone, I'm really gone. Cause like I was really there for her. But if she's not there no more, I have no reason to root for the Cyclones. So, rip to them. But Illinois, you can absolutely step in and do something for me.
Well, I guess we can talk about the success story of the postseason. Virginia.
That is so funny.
Girls. The only team ever to make it out of the first 4 and get to the Sweet 16. They had the unfortunately for Jay, they did beat his demons, but then they became the biggest demons of all. Georgia passed down the powers in the handshake line, and Virginia beat Iowa. The only team in the first four to ever beat, that ever gets to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, this is why. This is why you root for chaos over your bracket, because you want to see stuff like this, and it's funny because people a lot of time people say, oh, the women's tournament is kind of chalky most of the way, but not like to be one of the people that's like, oh, but this is why we play. Like this is like it's moments like this that make you like, okay, this is what makes the tournament interesting, because it's not just the fact that a team can pull off 2 upsets as a 10 seed. I mean, 10/7 is not a huge upset, but you were able to pull that off, and then you were able to upset the 2 seed on their home floor. Like that's something to be proud of.
I do think we need to add on to it, because it's not just any 2 seed, it's Iowa. Iowa is loud. Iowa be rocking every game. So to go in there and they don't have no AC, to be in there to do that is crazy. Like that's actually legendary. Like, it don't matter what happens, Kimora Johnson's name is probably going in the rafters. Like, the jersey might be hung up, because bro, what? Like, and she, like, I also didn't know that she was from Charlottesville, so I'm like, the hometown kid gets you to your first Sweet 16 since 2000? Was that baby even born yet?
She was not.
Like, come on, like, legend. She, like, a legend. I fear she's a legend. She has to go in the rafters. Like, it's already, it don't even matter what they do. They could walk to the Sweet 16 and just lay down if they feel like it. The history has already been made. And I think the funnier thing too is, like, Virginia, I know people are probably gonna look at them and be like, oh, like, why were they a 10 seed in the first place? But it's like, dang, their best win this year, they beat Louisville by 2. And they did beat Notre Dame.
Did they beat Notre Dame when they were serious?
What's Notre Dame when they serious? Like, how many games before the end? Because actually, honestly, though, I will say, I think this might have been the turning point for Notre Dame. They got UVA or Virginia beat their ass, and then I think Notre Dame was like, okay, we got to get serious, y'all. Like, we got to actually lock in.
This might be the first recorded game where both teams won, because had Notre Dame not got their ass whooped, they would not have got together. And now it's probably Virginia's like, okay, we can compete with anybody.
Yep. Yeah. So, like, their best win is legit Louisville by 2. And yeah. So, like, they were they were a legitimate 10 seed. Like, they legitimately were. The 10 seed was, for their resume, was correct. Mm-hmm. But again, that the dog energy had to have been passed on. And also, I think the thing that I feel like I really underestimated, which, well, I guess I underestimated because I didn't realize, but Virginia is a much older team. Like, Iowa is young. Their stars are sophomores. And you might be like, okay, Kimora Johnson is just a junior, but, like, Samaya Smith is a junior, but she was going through with LSU. So she's been here before. Paris Clark is a senior who came up big. Romy Levi, Romy Levy came up big in a bunch of games. Caitlin Whitmire, she came up really big. Like the seniors rose to the occasion. And I think people forget that like maturity matters. Like being able to be in these moments and be calm matters a lot more than I think people recognize. And again, I don't think UVA has had a lot of like tournament experience, but again, when you've played these top teams and you've won the close games, you know what to do down the stretch. And I think that worked out in their favor. I mean, it obviously worked out in their favor.
Yeah.
Especially double overtime?
Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that I was worried about them holding it together, especially after Tabitha Amanze fouled out, because I didn't know if, because Iowa, they were playing a lot through. I mean, Ava Hayden also fouled out, but Hayden and Hannah Stokey, they were playing a lot through the post. So I was wondering, with Amanze fouling out, would they be able to keep up kind of that intensity on both ends? And they were able to do enough, and they pulled away in that last overtime.
I ain't gonna lie, they was scaring me. I did miss the second overtime, but that first overtime, they was scaring me. I was like, does neither team really want to win? Like nobody's pulling away, and I feel like somebody should be pulling away at this moment, and neither team can do it. Neither team can do it. And I thought after they gave Hannah Stokey that flagrant foul, I was like, oh, okay, UVA is definitely gonna win. They did eventually win, but it wasn't as fast as I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought they was gonna wrap this up, but 5-10 more minutes.
No, I figured when Ava Hayden didn't take that layup, I was like, "There's no way UVA doesn't win this game." It was just,
I was talking about the one at the buzzer
bruh. When she got that rebound and she didn't put that up fast enough, I was like, "There's no way."
No, she didn't even look at the rim. Like she had no intention of shooting that ball. It felt like
as soon as she got that rebound, she was already planning to kick it out before she got the board. She's going up to grab it and was already thinking, "I'm passing this bitch back out." So then when that jump was not there, it was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was like she completely froze. I was like, that's the win right there. Or just throw the ball up. Like not getting a shot off in that moment. I know that's probably something that she's probably kicking herself about looking back
at. Since Jermaine mentioned that Kamora Johnson is going to get her jersey retired, I just wanted to look at some of her rankings in Virginia history as far as like where she stands with career numbers. So right now, she is 4th in assists in career assist at 550. I'd imagine she'd at least get to. She 3rd is only at 561, so she's gonna pass that. Dawn is at 729, so she might pass her senior year. I don't know if she'll pass 785. So at worst, she'll finish 3rd. She'll probably finish in between 2 or 1. She is already 1st in 3-point field goals made, and she has a whole senior season left. So that shit is probably gonna be like, if you ain't come sparking that shit, we'll set up for 2. The crazy thing is she's at number 1 already, and she's 2nd in 3-point field goal attempts. She's 26 more attempts away from being number 1 in 3-point field goal attempts. She's number 1 in 3-point field goal percentage. Nobody has shot as well as her percentage wise, I guess, for the amount that she's taken. She's already number one in minutes played per game. She plays 35 minutes a game. She's 8th in minutes played as a whole at 33.97. Number one is at 44.21, so she'll probably pass that her senior year.
Where's she at in points?
She's 9th in points at 17.07. Monica Wright is at 25.40. Dawn is at 21.35. So she should pass Dawn in her senior season at worst, but she definitely could be number one. What else is there? So like she is. I'm not gonna act like I'm well versed in Virginia lore, but she is like that is. If she stopped playing right now, she's one of the best players to ever wear a Virginia jersey. So I can only imagine what one more season.
And she got to get the local kid tax off rip. She's getting the local kid tax.
Listen. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. She's gonna play one more season. She's gonna have a solid season with them. That's gonna be one of the players that I talk hoops post when they want to shade Caitlin Clark and be like, "This local kid changed this program around."
But you know what though, this is a like low key a good sign because they are gonna lose a lot of talent in the just off of graduation. But a lot of the pieces from them are portal pieces anyway. So clearly that lady can recruit. And after people seeing this, it's like, this is a good opportunity for me to like win. Like, yeah, they finished like kind of at the bottom half of the ACC, but I feel like, you know, you get maybe a more elite big and get some more, you know, maybe somebody else to help with the scoring load more consistently. I think they can get that after this tournament run. And so like I can very easily see them jump in the top 5 in the ACC. Because I mean, even looking at their the games they played this year, their best one was Louisville, but they should have beat. I think next year they get serious. They can be. They could probably contend with Syracuse. I'm not 100% sold on Duke, but they lost to NC State in overtime. They lost to Virginia Tech by 1 in their second game playing them. There was a close game against Cal. Like a lot of these, they could turn around. Like these are like less than 15-point losses. Like somebody else just gets mildly serious and you win half of these games. Like you're a top 5 team. So I don't know.
This is why, like Jay said earlier, playing the games is important and not just rolling over and assuming that shit is. This is why basketball is not played on paper, because, like you said, now people can see, hey, this is a really good coach. They have at least one more year of a foundational piece who sets the tone of how this program could be in the future. It's like, and now all these players, of course, all these players are going to transport it right now. I'm sure most of them kind of already know where they want to go for the most part. But like, I'm sure some of these players in the portal are looking at Virginia and it's like, huh, I like that. That's doing something for me. All you need is with the thousands of kids that be in the portal, all you need is like 2 or 3.
Depends. But yeah, no, you
I mean, you need more, but still.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. If you choose right, you pick the right ones, you in good shape. And a lot of time you might not have to go for who the quote unquote biggest name or the best talent in the portal is. Sometimes the coach needs to be like, what is the vision for this player in my offense? Or how does she fit on defense? Like, you bring in the right player to fit your scheme, and it could be a lot better than, oh, I got this former 5-star recruit coming in. It just depends.
Yeah, I got high hopes for them. We'll see if I drive there to go to a game. That's a little bit of a stretch, but we'll consider it. We'll consider it. Other games that I kind of liked. Michigan beat NC State head in, and I knew Michigan was gonna win. I wasn't questioning that. But Olivia Olsen had like 0 points in the first half, and she ended the game with like 24. Did y'all try to bite her? Like what were we doing? what were we doing? It's sometimes we get hit with that, like somebody just gets like they just get going and it's just like very absurd. And that's kind of just really what it was. It kind of was a felt victim of that, but it's just like 24 and a half. Like, are we sure? Are we sure? Okay, cool. Okay, whatever.
I'm looking at some of these games. This Michigan State and Colorado State, that game was like, I thought Michigan State was gonna get upset. Like, I know that they ended up losing anyway to Oklahoma, but Colorado State probably should have sent them home. Like, it took a lot in the second half for them to rally back.
Which is crazy. Not like really all credit to Colorado State. But Michigan, can we be for real for a second? Michigan State, can we be for real for a second? Just for a half a second.
Yeah.
Maryland, I am disappointed in you, by the way. I just want to say, Maryland, I'm disappointed in you. Mostly because you played really hard and y'all got Brenda getting a lot of positive I don't want to say feedback, that's not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But y'all really lost that game because y'all couldn't make a free throw. And I just don't recall y'all being that bad of a free throw shooting team this season. But they had to have missed like 10 of them.
Yeah, I'm looking now. They missed 14 free throws.
14 free throws in a
8-point loss.
8-point game. Yeah. I'm so sure, guys. I'm so sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's also the thing that I'm not gonna soapbox this, but this is also why everybody doing the South Carolina got the easiest bracket thing is really sending me.
Mm-hmm.
Got teams like UNC winning at home by the skin of their teeth because their opponent couldn't make a free throw. You got Kentucky they were literally a Jill Cook. If she may have just holded her follow through just for a second longer, what Kentucky might be at home right now.
Let's see. The Alabama Louisville game,
Oh, that bitch don't piss me off about that either because they shouldn't have won either. Oh my God, none of these top teams should have won, bro. I have never seen a team who should not have won more. Actually, TCU really outdid them, but like Louisville shouldn't have won that game. Like Louisville should not win that game, and I think Ace Austin fouled out. They shouldn't have won that game. Like I'm mad thinking about it again. I'm thinking about it again because Alabama was on their ass, and I think it's making me more mad because people started doing the ACC victory lapping, and it's like y'all were not supposed to win these games. The refs were in fact on y'all sides because fuck you.
Yeah, Ace Austin did foul out.
And I think am I tripping that they won because Amari Berry went to the free throw line?
I believe. Let me make sure. I believe so though. Let me go look at this.
Like I'm about to start a conspiracy because what's T? What's T?
Amari Berry. Let's see. She was 3 for 4 at the line. Let's look at the fourth. Let's see.
They literally won by 1 point. I hate how, but just a side note, I hate how ESPN changed their play-by-play where this like infinite scroll bullshit. Like, girl, let me pick a quarter. Cause why are we doing that?
That's what I had to do. I had to just go pick the fourth quarter, and I'm still scrolling, but I was like, at least just give me 1 quarter to work with.
Like, why are we doing that?
Yeah, they made it easier for if you're trying to just see one player's thing, which I do enjoy, but like that shit is nasty.
65. 67.
Do I need this filter? Like, I don't like that.
Brandon
Like,
Scott floater.
Hold on. It's like, let me get to the end of this game because it was good though. It was a very good game. It was.
The foul was on Amari Berry. I mean, the foul was on Ace Austin with 8 seconds left. And
I'm saying
Amari Berry went to the line and she hit both. That Louisville was up 65-67 when she went to the line.
And then Carly
Weathers hit that 3, but they were down 4, and it was 4 seconds though.
Also, I'm saying like a conspiracy because no. And then Raina Scott missing both of the free throws. That's what I'm saying. It was a conspiracy that Ty set up. Because that lady Ace Austin shouldn't have fouled out. And then the Alabama thing really did get me though, because when I don't even know if Carly Weathers was supposed to hit that shot. Like I know they like called the timeout and wrote something up, but like it kind of seemed like she kind of threw it up a little bit and it worked. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, like even when you hit that, you're still like behind the 8 ball. So they did foul, and then Raina missed both free throws, but they didn't have a timeout, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had used that last one on that previous shot.
Yeah.
Which is why they wanted a 3, but she couldn't get it off.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just like, all right, girl. But like, yeah, ACC, I'm onto you. I'm onto you bad. Like, I'm onto you. So, UVA, you are officially the only one. Oh, Duke too. Sorry, girls. I am still rooting for y'all. Don't embarrass me. I don't. We're going to get to the previews in a second, but don't embarrass me. Before we get to that, though, Sammy said, I just want to see how this looks. Oh, there we go. I thought USC versus USC would be closer. And Sammy, I'm not going to lie to you.
Not sure why.
No, okay. Sammy, I'm with you because I I went to the gym at the start of the game. Like I went to the gym before the game, like 15 minutes before the game started. So at the gym, they got the TV up there. I'm walking on the treadmill, and I don't got my glasses on, so I can't really see. I can't really see the screen. But I'm looking, I'm like trying to squint, and like all I can see is like 2 numbers on South Carolina side and 1 number on USC. And I said, ooh, this don't.
He said,
I
"Oh,
don't,
this that type of game."
I don't think this is what's supposed to be happening here. And then I got home and I was like, oh, they beating them by like 30. Good Lord.
Yeah, it was. It got late early. There was they really didn't put up much of a fight. Like they really didn't. It was very similar to, unfortunately, to Syracuse and UConn, where it was like there isn't much to see here. Like it's I don't
That's
want to
not
it to
funny.
sound like I'm being disrespectful, but like
No, but that's it. 26-8 in the first quarter. Like, yeah, girl, I'm sorry, but UConn was beating Syracuse by 50 in the first half. Like, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, like, even if like there's no way you're coming back. Like, even if you play good for the rest of this game, it's over. Respectfully, it is over. I do appreciate y'all effort. You know what I'm saying? Because the USC did not stop fighting. And they was really starting to go band for band with them a little bit. But you know what I mean? Like the hole already too deep. They did have the London Jones game. She went out on top. So I guess we should respect that. Um, I do think it's funny because I do think we mentioned that prior. And even though they had that game, Kara Dunn gave us nothing, girl. Kennedy Smith gave us nothing, girl. Jazzy Davison, you tried your best.
She gave me a master class before she got out of here. That's all I can ask for.
Joyce had a double-double. She back. Medina Okot still hitting threes, which is still very funny to me. Every time she makes a three, I start screaming. Because, like, why are you doing that? She had 8 offensive boards, which is crazy. Agat McKeer. Defending Jazzy. That was interesting. That was fun. A little freshman back and forth. We love that. Right before the tournament, we need all the confidence we can get. Raven Johnson got her 1,000th point. Halfway. I don't even think it was halfway. Probably like her second point of the game. She's so funny for only scoring 7 points in that game. She clearly didn't need to do anything else because everybody else had it. Miriam Dowda was hooping. That was crazy. That was really crazy. I had never seen her play more confident basketball. I mean, I know the game was over for USC, but Miriam looked great.
I guess on to the Sweet 16. What matchups are we most excited for? Because at this point, for me, if it gives everything it's supposed to give, Notre Dame and Vanderbilt should be special. Because although Ohio State was being derogatory, that game was also cinema for a majority of it.
It was fun, yeah. It was a fun game.
So I would like to imagine that with Vanderbilt being the team they are and Notre Dame peaking at the right time, this should be This should be a very, very special matchup. You got two of the top 3 scorers in the country playing against each other. Like it, this could get crazy.
The crazy part is like I want Vanderbilt to win because we do need the Vanderbilt UConn thing to happen. But at the same time, Notre Dame is on a special run, and I kind of do need Neil Ivy to beat the Sweet 16 allegations. I kind of feel like I'm leaning like I need her that more than what I need this Dandy thing to happen. But like I don't know, I'm conflicted. So like we do need it to be. I think I would feel better if one of them just beat the other one head in, and then it's not a game. Then I can't get my hopes up either way. But like,
listen, I'm gonna say this, and this is probably not gonna matter in the grand scheme because they probably are gonna get their head cracked if this does happen. But if Notre Dame beat Vanderbilt and then these niggas beat UConn, this is the greatest college run ever. She could lose. She can get her shit smacked in the Final Four. I don't care. They can
no comment. I'm gonna let you keep going. Keep going.
And I wouldn't care. This is the best.
Not gonna lie though, they've had 2 punches. We could maybe get a third.
I think they can beat Vandy. This Vandy team has been so much fun. Like, also, this being the Neil Ivy team to get out of the Sweet 16 is one of the funniest outcomes, I will say.
No, it would be. That's what I'm saying. We kind of needed the agenda a little bit. We kind of, like, not to be messy, but we kind of do need Notre Dame to get out of the Sweet 16 and TCU to lose. We kind of need both of those things to happen for, like, peak Twitter discourse. Like, we do need that. Yeah, we do need that. Also because then that means UVA has went on an incredible run, and like I don't know. Like the Dawn Staley meets her alma mater in the Elite Eight. Like is just really like the storyline. You know what I'm saying?
The script. We see the script.
The script. Yeah, the script is scripted. I'm just,
If Virginia beat TCU, I'm getting a Kamora Johnson jersey.
Honestly, I actually do believe they can beat them. I'm like, no joke.
At this point, TCU has not played the craziest ball this postseason for me to feel like they are unbeatable, and UVA has done some shit they're not supposed to do twice now. So I don't see why not.
Especially if like Olivia Miles played bad. Like she made up for it because they ultimately won, and we're not gonna talk about that game winner thing she tried. But like she made up for it, so she looked better ultimately, but like she was playing bad basketball for like 35 minutes. I ain't gonna say that. Okay, for like 30 minutes. And I think she played that entire game. She was not playing good basketball. And I feel like if UVA can even force her to do half of that, they in good shape, especially getting Marta Suarez out of there. Because I think the Virginia Bigs are probably a little bit better than the Washington Bigs. A little bit more experience. So, like, if TCU don't come out and punch like really hard first, I don't trust them.
TCU does kind of seem like the type to let you win the game when you ain't supposed to be there, and that's just with the run that Virginia's been on. I don't know if you can afford to do that
because they're not like a Washington. Like Washington went away from Avery Howe, and Xavier Sellers was keeping them in the game. UVA not going away from Kamora Johnson.
Virginia is going to let Kamora Johnson shoot until her arms fall off. There's no other.
and she's gonna play 40 minutes. So I don't know, TCU. I'd be scared, girl. You might need to be. Who play first? Let me see. Notre Dame play first. Well, you got time, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you TCU, if you lose second, it's fine. But also, it's less pressure, right? You don't have to beat the allegation, I suppose.
Let me see. Let's look at that game. TCU is 9-point favorite in that game, so that'd be interesting. I think.
Wow. That feels kind of low. I mean, I guess I don't know.
Virginia has proven it's like, okay, at some point we just gonna have to respect them. Like, that's kind of what it feels like.
Okay, let's do this. What is? We'll go through the games and we'll do on a scale of 1 through 10 the upset potential of this game.
Okay.
Okay.
One being no chance.
Not likely.
One meaning that shit is not happening. That shit dead.
Okay.
And 10 meaning like I can like that shit almost guaranteed.
Okay, cool. Okay. Cool.
So UConn versus North Carolina.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I will give them a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a 2.
I give them a 2. 3 feels too high.
I thought 2 was disrespectful, so I was like, let me give them a little bit.
3 is disrespectful to UConn.
I don't mean for it to be.
But so like UConn hasn't. All right, I mean
3 is disrespectful to UConn.
I just feel like they're not gonna beat their head. Actually, I'm not gonna say that.
I do.
I don't know. Anyway, UConn, sorry
UNC,
guys. Sorry.
Thanks for playing. You had a great run. Sarah Strong is bringing that hammer.
It's so funny because this really might just be the worst shooting game. Like this really might be the worst shooting game of AZ life, and UNC would have a chance.
It would have to be something like that. So I mean,
the bar at this point don't foul out. So it
is possible. Like it is possible, but it's like
it's something there.
This is probably the least likely of the ones that I'm gonna pick. This is probably the least likely.
Okay, yeah. I mean, 3 is not likely at all. I'm just saying is.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm just 2 does kind of feel disrespectful. But
is this more or less likely than Minnesota and UCLA?
Hold on, wait. We not there
yet. We gotta get there. We gotta get there.
My bad. Okay, my bad. Notre Dame and Vanderbilt.
It really feels like a 5-6. Like this, like maybe strong, maybe.
For the record, Vanderbilt is a 5-point favorite in that game. So the line is that close.
I'm giving this.
Who do you think a close game favors?
I think a close game favors. Vandy.
I do think so too.
I do too.
Unless Notre Dame has the lead.
Yeah.
Then
when I think about a close game with Notre Dame, and maybe this isn't their fault, but it is their fault because I'm thinking about the game against Duke in the ACC tournament, and what I saw Notre Dame do in the last couple of possessions was like shameful. So,
okay, hold on, but Nielle learned from her mistakes. She won't watch the game.
And that is true. That's true. So I'm not blaming Nielle Ivey for that, which I didn't blame her then. It was just they panicked. Like they panicked once they got to the moment. But I do think a close game would still favor Vanderbilt. I do think they would be more composed in that moment. I think.
I agree with that.
I'll give it a 7.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So now we're going UCLA, Minnesota.
Yeah, we can go that way. It's fine.
Okay. This is like a 3 for me.
I already say. Let me go check the score previously. I don't know.
This is like a 3 for me. This don't feel like. Let me be respectful.
I can see this game being close for 2 quarters.
Okay, the last time they played, UCLA won 76-58.
I don't think they'll win by that much again, if I had to guess. But I don't see an upset. I'm gonna say a 3. I'm gonna say a 3.
I'm gonna say they scored 65 points against Ole Miss. It's giving 2. I do not believe in Minnesota at all. I like, honestly, congratulations to them for getting this far. Amaya Battle, you might, you know what I'm saying? If Rachel Banner hadn't been there, you might also be in the Raptors too. Actually, I think she's gonna go in the Raptors anyway, because again, my local kid, aura moment, like they probably gonna like retire her. Yeah. So like they've done their part. Like she can go out on a high note. We gonna ignore what happens in the UCLA game. Like regardless, I got here first time since what, like 5 years at least. Like it's been a little minute since they've been here. So they went, like, this is a win for her anyway. This is a win for Minnesota anyway. So they don't really, yeah, we don't need to upset.
Like you feeling I hope everybody has fun from from Minnesota.
I hope we're having fun. You know what I'm saying? UCLA is still in LA, like they still in California, Sacramento down the street. Just enjoy the plane ride. I hope dinner is good. I don't worry about it, sisters.
Yeah, I feel that.
Duke and LSU, I'm giving a 10. Not as bad.
What?
Not a 10. I'm giving this a 9 though.
A 9? That don't feel high. Okay,
if I gave Notre Dame and Vandy a 7, this got to be an 8. It's 8 or 9.
You gave it a 7?
Yes. See, the like Duke Homer delusional part of me want to give it also a 9. Like Duke is ready for this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. But like realistically,
I'm
thinking with my heart.
If I'm thinking with my head, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah, I'm going. I think I'm going 6. I think I'm going 6.
Yeah.
So here's my thing.
I'm rooting for the 9. In fact, I'm rooting for the 10. I am rooting.
I would love to see Duke win this game. But if I'm going off how likely I think it is, I'm going with a 6. Now, I will say, during the ACC SEC challenge at the beginning of the season, which was in, I believe, December.
Yes.
LSU beat Duke by 16 points. I don't think that will happen again. I don't expect it to happen again.
It was that low?
It was 93-77.
He let Duke score 77? Oh, girl. Oh, we up. That bitch, we're up. Dude, we up. Hold on. We up.
And this time around, LSU is an 8-point favorite.
Close game. I'm siding with Duke. I'm not going to lie. I'm siding with Duke in a close one. And look, if LSU is not beating them by 10, by halftime, it's over.
Ooh. We got to clip that. That could be a crazy pull.
Let me look at these shooting splits, because like Duke scoring 77 in December. They won't even good then. Let me look. I gotta see. Hold on. These are pretty good shooting splits though. Oh, this is the game Jaden Donovan got hurt. So Riley Nelson, this is like her first like real starter minutes. Okay, Ariana Robertson and Jordan Wood playing way better than this. Tana Mayer had 7 turnovers. I don't know when the last time my sister had 7 turnovers. Let me check before I before I say that too loud. Okay, so she had 8 turnovers against Charleston. She was just doing anything. She was vibing. She was vibing, twin.
She was like, we ain't finna lose this. Let me just
vibing.
let me just try some.
But no, but genuinely before that, the last time, the most turnovers she had was 5 against Louisville. They won that game. And then before that, she had 6 against UVA. They won that game. And then before that was the 7 against LSU. So as long as but see, this is all, but you know what? This is the other thing I got to remember. Tayana Mayer played that game, and I swear to God, she was so scared of Malaysia. Like, I don't know what kind of pets Malaysia had on that lady, but she was scared. Like,
matter of fact,
fearful.
LSU really came with it in that game. Like, Malaysia had 16-5-3. Flage had 18-5-3. Michaela Williams had 14 and 7 assists with 2 steals. Yeah.
Okay,
I can see Duke pulling this off. I'm still gonna go with the likelihood being a 6, but I would say more likely than. I'm gonna see if I give another one more than a 6. We'll see. I might, because we got a couple more to go.
Oh, Duke, just don't embarrass me, girl. Like, just don't embarrass me. I've already made some very definitive statements on your behalf. Please respect me. Thank you.
I'm going down with the ship. Texas, Kentucky. I'm sorry to Kentucky. You're getting your head cracked.
Yeah,
You think so?
I think
this
is gonna be one of those games that get nasty.
Really? This is probably a 4 for me, maybe a 5. This is my thing.
I feel like
I saw Clara Strack hit 5 threes in a game this season. So it's like, as much as I want to say I don't think Kentucky got it in them, there's a chance.
I also think I don't think they're gonna get their head cracked, mostly because the last time both of them played, both of them was terrible. So realistically, both of them have something to prove, and just a little bit. Kentucky has something to prove more. So I might have to give them a 5 of the likelihood. I don't really see Texas losing. But I do think Kentucky might make it a little difficult. So maybe a 6.
If Texas wins by less than 13 points, I will be surprised.
Okay, you really think they're going to... I mean, I guess technically last time they played, they were terrible, but they did beat them by a good bit. I don't think I'm making that up. Let me double check that. No, they play UCLA. That's who it is. Let me find this game. I'm doing this in the most roundabout way possible.
When they play
Texas. 64-53. 11.
Okay.
And that was the worst basketball game of their life. So, like, maybe he's on to something. But again, if Clara Strack hit at least 3 threes, then like
make it, tilt your defense a little bit. Make it have to change your scheme. We can see.
Tony Morgan, be serious from the beginning challenge.
She up for it. I
don't know. Sister was in West Virginia, girl. That like she was not playing serious that first half. The second half, all right, but before that, Like, what's up with the girls and like wanting to wait till crunch time? You do know you should clock in earlier. Like, your life would be least easier if you did work a little bit early. Anyway, child, I'm gonna give them a 5. Good luck, everybody involved.
Michigan and Louisville.
Now,
Um,
I
this
think
might
Michigan will crack their head in.
really.
This is my you're cooked. Yeah, I don't think.
I feel like this game is going to be closer than necessary because I just feel like I don't know. I mean, I know Michigan has whooped the two teams they played ass so far in this tournament, but we also know that NC State is not serious. But I just feel like Michigan will let a nigga stay with them.
My thing about Louisville is it seems like there's been so many times I've watched them play this year where it's just like y'all are just supposed to be better than that. Like it just feels like y'all should be better than this. I think they got a chance though.
I don't believe in them because like every time I watch them, I'm like, is y'all being for real right now or no?
Yeah.
Like what?
I think Michigan is going to win this game, but as far as upset potential, I might give this like a 7.
It's getting a 3. I do not believe in them. Good luck.
I'm giving this a 4. Nah, I give this a 5.
We'll see.
South Carolina and Oklahoma.
No.
If South Carolina doesn't crack their head in off principle, I like Don Staley. Return the sender.
I go so far as to say like, as far as upset potential, this is like a 2 for me. If they cannot lose to them again, they just can't. Like I cannot envision an outcome where South Carolina loses to Oklahoma again this season.
I also can't. I also think now they have like edge for it. Like now it's like I cannot lose off the principle. Mm-hmm. Like unfortunately, like y'all embarrassed me. And this is my one embarrassment on the season. Like the Texas loss we can justify. The Texas losses we can justify, but Oklahoma, and then everybody started talking crazy about you after that. Like you can't even let them think it's gonna be close. Unfortunately, you can't.
Yeah. I just like I'm looking. South Carolina is a 17-point favorite. I expect them. They might win by more than that.
I'm expecting that final score to say some shit like 65 to 90. Yeah, in all honesty.
Y'all, please don't embarrass us, please.
Please don't. I can't. I won't do it with y'all. I won't do it.
And then last but not least, TCU and Virginia. I'm giving this one a 7. I think TCU, if I had to put money on it, I would say TCU is going to win. I think they should win. But TCU did not impress me very much against Washington. And again, like we said, they just come across as a team that'll let you hang around. And I think Virginia on this run, and we're really judging off a 2-game sample size. This is mainly. Yeah, if they do what they did against Washington against UVA, they're fucking done.
I'm gonna give this like a 5. Like I really like UVA is playing with house money, so It's like, just go out there, play ball. But TCU is the type of team that will let you stay in it. So I don't see them losing, but they play with their food.
I'm feeling very whimsy, and this is actually actually being a real homer, because these people they are from my state. So I'm gonna give them a 9. UVA, please don't embarrass me. Please don't embarrass me.
Make it a game. Make it a game.
Make it respectable. Make it play so close that I can get on the TL and be like, it was the refs, because I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, I will do it. But just, you know what I'm saying, you help me, I help you.
I'm with it. Is that everything?
Have your final 4 predictions changed? We all picked the 1 seeds.
Yes, we are so sorry. It is chalk madness over here. But my opinion has not changed. I still think it'll be UConn, South Carolina, UCLA, Texas in the Final Four.
Notre Dame. Listen.
You have the opportunity to do the funniest thing. You have the opportunity to do the funniest thing.
Notre Dame. Let's make history, girlies. Let's make the TL hysterical.
Listen, if Hannah Hidalgo and the Fighting Hannah Hidalgo got to the Final Four, they will be retiring Hannah's jersey at the start of next season.
I said this last episode. If they beat UConn, they need to hang her jersey with her in it. Don't even give nobody else a chance. Don't even look at my number.
You do have the opportunity to do the funniest thing. It's a long shot, girl, but if you feeling whimsical,
It's crazy because I feel like more than likely if they play UConn, UConn's gonna whoop their ass. But I feel like if they somehow got past UConn and they had to play UCLA, I feel like UCLA is beating the fuck out of them. Like,
immediately.
UCLA is going to do it. Like, it's going to get nasty.
Well, they will have to play like South Carolina. So
yeah, it'll be South Carolina first.
Oh, damn.
That's gonna get nasty.
That's gonna be.
Because what is Cassandra Prosper gonna do with Medina Okot?
Oh,
like it's gonna get disgusting immediately.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So yeah, I mean, again, this is why she's gonna be alleged immediately, because you weren't supposed to be here. You won't be here. I will say I do believe in Michigan a little more than I did last week.
Okay, Michigan. So you think? Let's see. So you think Michigan got a shot against Texas potentially?
I do. I am believing in because see, Texas is another team that sometimes lets teams stick around. Mm-hmm. And Michigan has just enough insanity from like the 3-point line where it works. Olivia Olsen, and as we've seen, Olivia Olsen could not make a single shot, but when that game on the line, she starts feeling a little something. So
yeah,
I
can get there.
Surprised.
I can get there. I feel like I want to say, is that the most likely 2 seed over a 1 seed, but I'm not sure. Maybe.
Who you picking over them?
Maybe because
TCU over South Carolina is. I'm not feeling that.
I'm not there. What about LSU,
Nancy over
UCLA?
UConn, not really feeling it.
I feel
Like
like
maybe.
I feel like LSU, UCLA would be the one that's like it's between those two. Vandy
I
over
would.
UConn. Vandy over UConn don't seem likely. Um, Iowa already got sent home, so it's TCU the highest seed left. I don't see them beating South Carolina.
Honestly though, I'm not even joking. Like I see UCLA beating Duke and LSU head in. Like, cause what are you gonna do with Lauren Betts, bro?
Yeah, I
And
would
neither
pick.
one of them
I'm
shoot.
picking UCLA over either.
Like
But
neither one of them also like shoots enough threes where I'm like, I'm scared of you. You know what I mean? Like maybe you get hot a couple of them, but like they don't have the volume of like a Michigan where I could be like, oh girl, it could get real scary in like a second.
That's fair.
Especially like Kate Coble can't do no with watching. Backtracking a little bit, watching Oklahoma State play UCLA, and it was so funny because the TL was talking about UCLA like they was getting their heads beat in, and it had went from a 25-point game to like a 10-point game or something like that. And once, like I kid you not, once UCLA settled down in the second half, and literally nobody had anything. They literally just kept giving the ball to Lauren. And Oklahoma State couldn't do nothing with her. They tried to triple team her. They tried like pushing her off the block. Like they was really trying everything. And there was literally nothing working. And I'm still low-key mad because Corey should have let Lauren get that 40 ball.
Go get 40. What she ended with what, 35?
Yeah. Like leave her in there. Like let her get that.
It's like because you're not gonna be able to stat pad in these later games. Like go get it when you can get it.
No, like for real. And Lauren Betts is the only reason why like the 25-point lead, it went from 25 to maybe like 12 or maybe like 10, and then it went back to 18. And Lauren Betts is the only reason that it like stayed at 18. It's like no matter what Oklahoma State did, Lauren Betts was like, we're gonna make this easy on you. And it's good to know that they can fall back on Lauren Betts' ball. Because like they all just had like terrible shooting games. And it was kind of Oklahoma State was playing they were like blitzing, and like it was a lot. I don't even know if I want to call it like say they was blitzing. They was just playing chaotic basketball. Like I wasn't sure they knew what they was doing. I was confused watching it a little bit. And they was playing with kind of like manic energy, and I think that was throwing UCLA off a little bit. Obviously not enough for them to lose, but like once they settle down and I just don't see anybody else being able to do that. Like I think maybe LSU and Duke maybe have the guards to stress the UCLA guards out, but I don't know if again they don't even have the shooting of Oklahoma State, so I don't really see it happening for him. But
yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, that's why I think Michigan is my. If it's not chalk, I would not be shocked if it's Michigan.
All right. Our all hearts and minds clear. We got any other agendas to get off?
I figured out my impassioned plea of the day. Stay off Weight Watchers.
No, I don't. I really don't even want to talk about this today, bro. I really don't. I really don't.
I don't know where this is going.
I do, but I really like
y'all acting like y'all care about that girl.
Yeah, I know where it is.
You made a wonderful post in regards to Audie Crooks, and you just seen all the comments about like
They still jumping me in the comments. Like they still jumping me.
My things is my two things is this. One of the things that bother me is people was like, we talk about Luka and them like this, so y'all don't have to.
Y'all should not.
Bro,
y'all should not.
Bro, the number, I cannot believe the number of people who are like, well, we do it to men. If you just like think about that as an argument, like, did you think about that argument before you wrote it? Like, let's so
funny. This is why the patriarchy hurts men too.
It's funny because we like people will justify the things that they say. They say, oh well, you know, when we talk about the men, we say this. It's like you should not be saying it then either.
And I think the thing about the Luka and the Zions and all of that is like people are saying right now about Luka. Great example. We will use Luka for an example. Everybody's like, oh well, Luka finally lost weight and he playing better defense. Luka started playing defense on February 1st. He lost weight. The weight was gone on October 1st. So like let's put it together. Like I know y'all not watching these people play basketball. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Luka, whether Luka was 200 pounds or 175, if that nigga not playing defense, if he don't want to play defense, like this is a choice that you have to make as a basketball player. Like, and the thing that was pissing me off even more is like all the people being like, but cardio and heart health. Bitch, cardio don't make you a better basketball player.
Not only that. It's like because what is your argument is like okay, cardio, heart health. One, can we stop with the I just care about your health thing? You do not care about your health. You don't care about my weight either. It's just that you view a player's weight as representative or as a testament of their health. And you can't do that because you don't know. Like you are making it up. Like there is so much that is just being manufactured. It's like you have no idea what you're talking about. Everything that you're saying is made up. And it's like the conclusions that you're drawing are based on things that you made up.
You had
so
to
I want people to stop. I just want people to stop acting like they care about that. Like I really do.
And it was gagging me too because they was doing the Zion thing. I'm like, this is like the first year that Zion has played healthy basketball. Like I need everybody to think about that. Like you talk about his weight, this and this. The man been falling apart every 30 basketball games. I don't.
They've been weight watching this nigga every preseason since he got to the league. They've been like, you see what he look? It's like, oh, he not playing fair this year. Then the nigga get hurt 20 games in, and it's like, man, I knew that nigga wasn't finna do nothing, man. He need to lose some more weight. It's just like y'all are not watching. It's like it's like an endless cycle of people just making shit up, and it's just like, at what point do you get tired of that?
I think the other thing that really pissed me off today, because I really stopped reading the comments because it's just no point in reading them. I'm not responding to them because I said what the fuck I said. But the thing that really pissed me off today is somebody commented and was like, oh, like we have to worry about their health because, if they're playing all these minutes, basically they was like she could die, and I was like, let's hold on. Like, you are watching a damn near professional basketball player play 30 minutes a game, and you telling me that like you know more about their heart condition than they do? Like, do you think somebody with a heart condition is really playing 30 minutes of basketball a night without anybody knowing? Like that, your heart, I don't know if people notice or not, your heart just doesn't randomly fail. Like without something seriously happening, it's not doing that. It's not doing that. For everybody to be health junkies, I feel like y'all not reading enough material. Like I was so confused. And then I think the thing with Audie specifically was really pissing me off is because people kept calling her a bad defender. And I had to make sure I won't trip. So I went back to watch the Syracuse game. And I'm like, legitimately, the most of the points that Uche Azoje got, Audie's hand was in her face. Like, unfortunately, like not even like a late closeout. Like, legitimately, if Audie leaned forward, she would have smacked her. Like that's how close of defense she was playing. And do you know Uche Azoje was just rising up? It was getting so ridiculous that Rebecca Lobo was like, she just keep this is get like Rebecca Lobo had to make a comment about how insane it was that she was still hitting these like long twos, essentially. And I'm like,
and it would not surprise me if the game plan was she just gonna have to beat us with long twos, because sometimes that's just how you lose. Like that's
the thing that also pissed me off is that Iowa State Syracuse got their biggest lead when Iowa State was on the bench. So you mean to tell me y'all put the worst defender on the bench and the team goes on a run? Like, let's make the math make sense, y'all. Like,
and it's just like
make the math make sense.
Let's say okay, she is hurt in the defense. They need her, y'all. Like, they just do. Like, y'all see the way the offense runs. The reason the shooters get them open jumpers is because of the gravity that she has when she gets her deep seal in the post. The fact that she can pass out of that and hit shooters when they're open is what leads to, like, the reason that they were winning early on in the season is because the shooters were hitting the jumpers at a high clip because of the gravity that she had. And that is their offense.
I'm telling y'all, I know them people. Like, I can guarantee you 50% of the people in my comments, and that's being generous, 50% of them did not watch that game. Because most of the comments was, she was a bad defender. I just told y'all how that don't make sense. And then the other half was saying, oh, well, she gave up 60 points. She was the leader. Like, y'all didn't even read the box score, bro. She had 37. She had 37. Uche Azoje had 23. Like, I don't know if I can't do math, but that seems like a 14-point difference. Like, she's not being outscored. And I cannot recall a single game this season where Audie has been outscored. Like, maybe the BYU game? But if she won't outscore by her man, Olivia Schmidt just had like, that lady had like 5 threes. So like they were kind of cooked anyway. But just like, I cannot think of a matchup this season that I have watched or checked the box score or whatever where Audie Crooks got outscored. Her man outscored her. Because the reality of it is like, they can't do her nothing on offense, but they can't do shit with her on defense either, bitch. She is a wall. Like, you're not backing her down. And if you think you're going to go around her, okay, she stretches herself out. Like, you're really going to have to, you're going to have to be longer than her and much quicker than her. Because if she's in the paint, she's still got most of the real estate. Like, I just want to say, like, y'all are not thinking about it. You could just watch the game and understand it, but y'all not even thinking critically about how this plays out. And y'all are doing the, oh, well, she's in drop coverage thing. Like, what center do you know is coming to play on the perimeter? Like, Lauren Best does it sometimes, girl, but that's not the main game plan. Get that lady back to the rim. I just, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? No center is doing that. And most of these people that y'all even talking about are not like as fast as y'all think. Like, y'all are not watching these people play basketball. And I just want people to stop trying to like argue with me about it, because I know you're not, and I can prove to you that you're not. I like, if I was a more dedicated bitch, I would start clipping shit. I would make highlights of Audie Crooks on defense. But I'm not gonna do it because I don't care that much. Like I know what she can do, and I'm not at all concerned about her going to the WNBA. But it's just like y'all want me to believe y'all full concern. Y'all not even doing a good job at the full concern. Like the argument's not adding up. You making up shit in the comments too. Like guys, let's just come with better material. Maybe then I will interact. But the comments are not serious. The comments are not serious. And yeah, I think Audie Crooks is a fine defender. You know what I'm saying? She's not at all Asia Wilson, but who the fuck is? Besides Asia Wilson, obviously. Good luck. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I think all hearts and minds are clear, man. Just
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
well, this has been another episode of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Don.
I'm Jermaine.
I'm Jay Trent.
And we are out.